Hello YouTube, the Eye of Stone here, and we are about to launch into some work on the city streets. With the loot we have from Dust to Dust, we have enough to top off our supplies, and that's the basis for our next upgrades. Let's do some work on the streets. We'll get the side job contracts from Basso and go from there.
Beware all black ants. From this day forward, any citizen will...
Nothing changes hands in this city without Basso catching wind of it. He says it's a gift. In my line of work, I'm inclined to agree.
Yeah. I am basically at the end of what I can do with this machine. It's just old and beat up, and it can barely play Thief 4 serviceably and still record it. I, alas, am not in a position to really do much about it. Okay. You know, jumping down off a ledge really is too obtuse an undertaking in this game. It's like if I want to kill myself by jumping off one of these ledges, just let me, Mr. Magoo it. Don't try to save me. Alright. Let us start by going and seeing Basso. Yes.
Look what's become of your home! 1 year ago we had hope, but now the city's rotten! With gloom! With famine! With the Baron's empty promises! What's Northcrest given us, eh? An age of industry? An age of progress at the price of the people?
Overacted. Overacted. Turgid. Okay.
Friends would be bloodied by the watch. He warned us that our families would be dragged to the gloom pits. He sees a city on the brink of death.
Okay, Basso's not here. Where is he, Genevieve?
But the great
It's like I can only get so close to her. There is absolutely no reason why Garrett shouldn't be able to
The Baron's hold up with his machines. He doesn't care about flesh and blood. Orion understands you. Orion can bring change if you would just stand with him.
you know, if I could use my weapons, I think I would be about ready to kill this guy. That yelling is starting to tick
You
me
gotta hide
off.
me.
What? Why?
I took Bertha's floral brooch down to Oxheart Perry's.
The pawn shop? Bad call.
That's not the worst of it. I stopped in an alley along the way to take a piss and I dropped the damn thing down the sewer.
I think you better pray you catch the gloom before she catches you.
Well, I don't know where Basso is, but that's really kind of a pain. Oh, I know where Basso is. I'm just getting senile.
I've something for all your nefarious needs.
Basso is waiting for me at Black Alley because of the point we are at in this story, is where Basso is. Now, thank you to Eckheimer JTR7 for reminding me about what the stupid candles all over the city that we have to light up and spend the entire game doing that for a whole one focus point. Just another Assassin's Creed style completionist empty task to try to trick you into thinking that this game actually has content. Okay, we need this. This is just like the wrench. This is one of those things that you don't want to be doing missions without this thing. Now, these prices are wholly unreasonable given the availability of loot in these missions. Let's see. Well, so we're ahead on the trinkets, at least for the time being. We want to upgrade the bow strength eventually. We want to upgrade the blackjack damage, even if that means we don't end up using it much. But for sure, the leather padding and the leather oil are good. I think, though, that the razor is the next thing. This, with our Bunburying around on the streets tonight, if nothing else, we can certainly get this. Again, you don't want to be doing any campaign missions until you at least have this thing. So
Until next time.
let us prioritize getting the razor, and then really beyond that, let's just wander random and aimlessly around the city. I suppose we ought to go to Black Alley first, because that will free up Basso and let me take the contracts, which is really what I was hoping to accomplish tonight. Along the way, we will see about some grabs of opportunity. Whoops. Now, I sure wouldn't want the City Watch to see me. You know, I kind of don't give a shit if they see me or not right now. They may not even be out. No, there they are. Okay. It's a one of these. We need it.
Now, what do we have here?
We have your mom. We have a big plate of bronze that I'm going to smash my computer with, because I couldn't find a good spot for my right arm. Made of fire. Whoopsie doodle. Boy, I'm about to get caught. Hung up on useless geometry during a lag event. It seems to have slowed them down as much as it slowed me down.
Worn out.
Well, I do apologize, but this is what happens when you get old. You get sick, crazy, and obsolete. Let's see. No. All right. See, now the problem is going into these houses, it's like this right here, these two silly pieces of loot. It's like that's a contract right there. And if you go in here and get the loot before you go to Basso. It just makes things kind of wonky. So let's not walk straight into a patrol of guards.
I'd like to close a door on someone like that.
Shit.
You! I'll have a crack at you! Hey! I hate you!
Well, at least I have enough functionality to escape them. This game.
Must be a way out of the city. There must be a way out of the city.
You just said that 2 seconds ago, sir.
Someone will hear our voices. Someone will tell the Blacktops enough is enough.
That kind of someone usually
Whoops.
ends up swinging from the gallows.
Chewing coffee beans. I'd kill for a cup.
Not enough for my liking. I can still see your face. What's
Yeah.
happened to this place?
I just need to go here and get this taken care of. Oops. Yes.
Come on. Someone wants to meet you.
Why me?
Oh, your jolly nature? Your engaging conversation? I don't know. It's the guy you stole the ring for. You must have impressed him.
Who is he?
He's Orion. One of the guys standing up against the Baron and sticking up for normal people like you and me. Well, me, anyway. He speaks a lot of sense. Fucking rarity in this place. He's down here helping the poor sods who have the gloom. It's nice to see someone putting their money where their mouth is. And, try not to be too, you know, you. We need this.
Basso. It's good that you came, Garrett.
You're paying, aren't you?
With what little I have, yes.
Well, you've bought my attention for now, at least.
Good. Please. Walk with me. The Baron favors progress over pain. Metal and stone over flesh and blood. And look what has happened.
I don't get involved in politics.
Ah, yes. You pride yourself on being a loner. Do you really think you have no stake in this?
It works for me.
But for how long?
Garrett? Garrett, I'm slipping! Ah!
This is your city too?
What happened?
You passed out. Are you okay?
Fine. What do you need from me?
I require a book. It's the only one of its kind still known to exist. I'm told it lies hidden somewhere in the House of Blossoms. That brothel is busy day and night with the rich and famous. Discretion is the key. I don't normally hold with stealing, but times like these.
Man of politics stealing by proxy. Sounds about right.
As right as a thief who steals for a good cause.
I'll get you your book.
You will be helping to secure a better future for everyone.
I'll remember that.
Well, at least the cutscenes have done me the pseudo-courtesy of not being...
House of Blossoms. I never went there, but I know someone who did. Erin.
Imagine that. Erin went to a brothel.
I don't know these streets anymore.
They were never kind.
You're right. Always thought I'd live and die in the city. Not this way.
Now, here, somewhere up there is where it is. We have to get a good angle on it. I'm gonna waste money on fire arrows for this. And waste a lot of poppies finding these things. You can only use your claw.
Blacktops tried to evict Mortimer.
Now there's a job I wouldn't take.
Of course, he went off on them, so they beat the tallow out of him.
Well, he had it coming.
And then they pitched him in a cart. He wasn't even dead.
You can only use your claw to climb in approved spots. It only works where the game says it works.
Jerky. Oh, I hate jerky.
Okay. Now to get out. Now, let's see. Well, that did us a whole lot of nothing. Oh. So I actually have to waste 2 rope arrows. Unverschämt. Unsinn. No. Alright, now.
Remember me.
I can't believe we just did all this for that. And we've got 22 more of them to go for a whole 1 focus point. But if we're going to play this game, we might as well play it on its own terms. We'll let it show us what a grand old time is. Now, there's plenty of stuff to be had here. Let's go back and see Basso.
Am I seeing things? Suppose I had 1 pint too many.
Don't waste any more time.
Well, I suck at this.
Next time I'll have to look yet harder.
I'm not with it tonight.
Rourke's teeth.
But we need a big piece of bronze.
Good find.
No. It's not a good find. It's a piece of rusty bronze.
Damn city.
It's a slab of not so precious metal. Of course, we can't do it. We would have to be over there to do it. Now again, we want to go in there, but let's just get to Basso.
night.
I'm playing Thief 4, and I can't exit. Okay. We're going to get drunk at the Crippled Burrick, and then we are going to go and burn the bee and barb down to the ground.
Hope it's not the glue.
And then I'm going to go kill everyone at the Ragged Flagon, because they're jerks.
If you're looking for extra coin, you can help me with. Best contracts in the city.
Such as they are.
I
Now.
have something that might interest you.
Now that's a good one.
Yeah, right.
I knew you'd like that one. You'll handle that no problem. Try not to get caught. You've got hammers to take that one.
No, I don't.
You've got hammers to take that one. Easy pickings for the best thief in town.
Need some tools.
Easy gold for a lifter like you. You'll handle that no problem. You've got hammers to take that one. Good eye, Garrett. You've got hammers to take that one.
Black Hand Supplies.
All right.
Lifter prices.
Be careful. They don't do bail around here.
Just getting started.
Now. All right.
The Baron's holed up with his machines. He doesn't care about flesh and blood.
We're going to exhaust all of Basso's available contracts well before this game is over. But that's alright. You cannot really afford anything if you don't catch them all. But the DLC missions do help.
The nights seem to go on forever in this city.
That's because it's the city. Presumably you've lived here your whole life.
Something feels wrong.
Yeah, you're in Thief 4. You are an NPC in Thief 4. It's really kind of lame that they set you up to go into campaign missions without the wrench, without the wire cutters, without the razor, so that there's stuff that you would have to completely replay the mission if you wanted to get. Like stuff that, you know, you're theoretically trying to build up Garrett's little collection with. Poodle!
Doubt they'd keep the manuscripts out front. There must be a workroom.
Yeah. Okay. Oh.
And there's the trapdoor.
Oh, that's really super secret-y. Alright. Sometimes you want to
Out.
Let's just see one little thing. Alright. Yes. Ooh, statistics. Let's see. Okay. I have the distinct sense that I'm getting this one wrong.
Wonder what they put in the sloop.
Let's see. Yeah, sure, it's delivered.
What's next? Tough times.
Well, I can come back. Wasted enough time on this one. Let us be careful because the Goofus Patrol is nearby.
Ah, it hurts.
Jesus. I'm waiting.
Tough times.
My Kandarian demon. This is tedious and redundant, but I want that razor. In my last couple playthroughs,
Come of your home! 1 year ago we had hope, but now the city's rotten! With gloom! With famine!
hey,
With
I'm sure you'll find
You.
something to your liking.
as long as you keep that raincoat closed. Let's see. Yeah. What you gonna do with that razor? Okay, we have a lucky 13 golden coins in me
Stick
pocket.
to the shadows.
Gee,
What's
thanks.
Northcrest given us, eh? An age of industries? An age of progress at the price of the people? Orion warned us that our friends
Alright,
would be
now I'm
by
happy.
the watch.
Now we are really fully equipped to be out and about playing around. there is no reason to hold off on all this goofy stuff, all these Saturday night specials,
Feel safe on the streets.
for the sake of getting the campaign missions finished as quickly as you can. There's no reason to hold off. You are not going to be able to afford the upgrades that actually make this game somewhat enjoyable unless you do these missions. So I am indeed willing to invest some amount of effort to get this done right.
I'll take this.
Again, any of this that we're actually able to do, these special loot items and collectibles, you know, it's more annoying to me than it should be if you play through this game and Garrett's little museum isn't decked out. Again, it's empty completionism. That's not Thief. That's Assassin's Creed. It was silly in AC, it's silly here. It is choosing the illusion of accomplishment over the substance.
What's next?
I mean, it doesn't cost the developers any mental effort to come up with a pointless Easter egg hunt to send you on. And with contextual mechanics as repetitive as these, it doesn't really do much to improve your skills as a player. And that's what's wrong with the Gen Z. Now here's what's wrong with the Millennials. Gen Y, on the other hand, we had our shit together. I know, I'm a cranky old man. Let's see.
I need to rest.
Whoops. Okay. Well, that's a trap. Let me see here. Ooh, that was not good. We don't want to do that. Ah, there we are.
It hurts.
Okay.
You can smell the river from here. I'm getting sick. I know it.
Okay.
End of a rat show if I'm not careful.
Whoops. Okay. The window opened. And This game.
So hungry.
Now, this is a relatively large amount of loot. Let's go in here.
Every night it's the same. He stumbles home drunk. He takes whatever he can get his hands on, and he pawns it off to pay his gambling debts.
Oh, Libby. Libby, where's Mother's wedding ring?
He tried to take it last night while I was asleep. I was so scared, but I just pretended. I hid it. When he passed out, I climbed onto the balcony and hid it in a crack by the chimney. God's willing, he'll never even remember I had it.
Oh, Libby.
Oh. He may not remember, but okay. Again, if you need to do the reading, pause the video. Let us go get that ringy thing.
You can smell the river from here.
Now. How are we? Actually, I just walked right past it. This is the chimney. And you know, once you take this loot, the area does not, like, the loot does not respawn. Once you've done everything, it's like, that's it. No, that's not what I want to do. I want to die. Let me drop.
I give a coffee.
Well, we're here. We might as well do this. Okay, let's... I don't think we can even get in there yet. But the rope arrow will remain. Let's go ahead and waste that
Talbot's
now.
wife found him dead in the bathroom. He'd offed himself from the gloom. Blood everywhere.
Shit. I saw her scrubbing the floors when I passed.
She's been doing that since she put him out for the cards.
There we go.
Floors are shining by now, I'll tell you.
Up we go. Yeah. Well, I'm sort of just meandering around. Got to get our financial system beefed up a little bit. After I do the House of Bosoms, the House of Bare Bosoms, no less.
I heard they use humans for candle tallow.
That's ridiculous.
But what else do you think they're using?
Yeah, all the animals are dead. Okay. Go in there in a minute. We were already there. Now, let's make sure the idiot patrol is nowhere in sight. We'll jump down here. We'll go up here. Felonious Jungle Gym. There we go. I mean, admittedly, this is a night out on the town, and Thief 4, one thing it did succeed in doing is it's the first Thief game to really succeed in making the city streets big enough. In some levels, the first two games, Thief Gold and Thief the Metal Age, do succeed in making the environment big enough, but the interactivity with it was always kind of limited. Here, there's plenty of space to go and plenty of things to do. Thief 3, there were plenty of things to do, but it was all jammed together in these city blocks, which the size of which were dictated by memory restrictions on the Xbox, whereas I'm told the developers had something more like this in mind for Thief 3. The technology was there, it's just Xbox was a tremendous drag on what they could end up doing. And, you know, having to have inner and outer areas of levels. But you have that in Thief. Okay. Well, goody. Okay. It is thief etiquette to close the door when you leave. Theoretically, you're supposed to close the safes too, but I like leaving the pilfered safes wide open for people when they come home. Aha, aha. My favorite side mission in this game is a doll's house. You know, her dad's a jerk, but she's a...
This place brings a new meaning to House of Ill Repute.
I love killing him and stealing everything, and she wakes up and dad's dead, and all the gold is gone. Okay. You know you want it. Really damn sloppy. There we go.
Here lies Sick Willie, survived only by his sense of humor.
Let's just take his stuff. You know, old school Garrett would take a very dim view of all this effort we're putting in for a whole 163 gold. At the beginning of the Metal Age, apparently times were tight, but generally speaking, old school Garrett took lucrative jobs. He wasn't reduced to this pauper theft. Oh, we've already read that one. Okay. You bastard. Well. They sure didn't clean up here. There's plenty of stuff for me to take now. Because somehow that glass is unbreakable.
Nice piece. It should find a good price if no one knows where it's been.
Okay. We completed a side quest. Hey guys, that's really cool. Garrett likes masks. Garrett likes a black mask. This is not a very thorough way to be doing things, I know. There's all kinds of stuff. Hey, you missed this at here, you missed that at there. But
What other work can I get? Cleaning out gutter shite?
you could go work at Eidos, Montreal.
I'll be glad when this is all over.
But 250. You know, already, some of those upgrades I've got my eye on, they're pretty damn expensive. Okay, they're not cheap. Now, there is a painting somewhere nearby here that we want to go after, but we've got to get back up onto the rooftops to get to it. Whoa! Uh-oh. Do-do-do-do. Come on. Okay. Well, I'm going to assume that made things safe. This design on this lock kind of reminds me of the Hammerite hammer. Which, by way of color commentary, it is generally known among my viewers or people who follow me on DA that I have a pagan symbol tattooed on my right shoulder, and had it done a number of years ago. I have kept the sun off it. It's still in pretty good shape. I might want to have it touched up, and then that thing will never fade again, but I eventually would like to have the hammer symbol on my left shoulder blade. And I don't know where I'm going to put the keeper lock. Maybe on the back of my neck. But
There are a few of these obelisks around the city.
you know, I really sort of don't see the merit of getting a tattoo that you can't even see with your own eyes. Now, if we keep this up for just a little bit longer here, and then initiate the House of Blossoms, we might just barely come out of that level with enough for one good upgrade after we resupply ourselves, which is really just frustrating to me. And if we don't,
Maybe they've got it better across
you
the
know,
river.
put up with this repetitive nonsense, we won't be able to do it. Will not be able to do it. Go through an entire level with not enough money to buy an upgrade. No.
This book is going to be my big break. I can just
We need that.
clock tower book over at the plaza. They said it was exactly the kind of book that would draw the watch's attention. You think I should have asked for big ribbons?
Okay. sure we're not forgetting anything. So illogically hidden are some of these that you really can run the risk of coming to the mission sites and just not getting what you came for. In theory, before we initiate House of Bosoms, I would like to have at least 500 in gold. If we can snail our way up to that level, I will, I suppose, consider myself content. Now, this may be... Alright, that's where I want to be. And we have to part with yet another rope arrow to get to it. So, you know, you're going for these marginal returns, and you're burning through resources to get to them. Again, all right, now Montanesi's, let's see. Montanesi's cabinet is one of the things we want.
What do we have here?
Let's see. The back of this painting reads, being cold and being alone are the same physical sensation. There's the sense of unrelenting pressure and the indifference of the world. It's peaceful. Whatever the hell that means. Alright, so that's 2 side quests, or 3, whatever. Wow. Okay. A real Mendez brother. A real Ed Kemper. Remember that next time you piss an artist off. Ooh. No, let's not land on him. Let's just wait a minute. How about that? How about we not be completely stupid about this? 400, huh? Now, let's see. Okay. Well, let's head in the direction of Erin's mill, get some cider, get some overpriced cookies, Erin's Pepperidge Farm mill, plenty of water damage. Very quiet. We trying not to get busted.
Huh?
Shit!
It's a flagon!
You read the newspaper? They're saying the livestock don't work.
I have been cornered. That's like, what, the 5th time I've screwed up tonight?
Every friggin' bells. I don't like this.
I had to hide in the sewer. Alright. Well, that at least got them away from where I want to be. This is the stupid cop alley we don't want to go to, I think. Maybe not. You're failing, Seymour. What is it with you and failure? Lag.
You, on your knees.
Why? What did I do?
Shut it, Bleater. Only graven newspaper taught us to watch. And you're not a grave.
No, sir. I'm a North Crest man. I have been my whole life.
What's that smell? You pissed yourself, didn't you?
Please, I didn't do anything.
I'm watching you, Bleater. Now get out of here before I lock you up for
I hope something happens tonight.
Boy, this is not a good place to have entered this area. Let's just barely manage to maneuver around some deliberately obtuse geometry to have gotten nowhere at all.
Not a boat in or out.
They even closed up that corner.
The only things
Hey,
under Raker's ditch are the
Captain Durham
bones
always
of
said you
jackals
should
like
join
you.
it.
Dandy Durham's rotting under a sackcloth and lie in a gloom pit. Who's the sideshow
What, I
now?
do hate this level. I am thinking in a first, something bad is about to happen
Seem to go on forever.
to one of these guys.
Doesn't feel safe on the streets.
You disrupt my mission.
Maybe death would be a favor.
Yeah. Of course, the watch will be rather
I was afraid for nothing.
displeased when they discover that, but I really could not care less.
He's still around.
You guys at Eidos Montreal suck.
That's the last of the traps. Good thing I came along. Someone could have hurt themselves.
Someone still might. Sergeant G is coming. And there's some people on my list.
Doesn't feel safe on the streets.
No, it's not. I'm out here. It's not safe on these streets.
If only the fog could take the watch back out a bit.
Well, I am hoping that after I
Gods to Gravel.
stock up on resources, that we will be able to maintain an even 5.
This damned city.
I'm trying not to be miserable.
Come on. Ugh. Well, we definitely need that. Da. Huh.
I should get more sleep.
Okay, at last. If you do that one more time, Garrett.
I need to sleep.
Did I not? Did I miss something? Alright.
I'm freezing.
You saw what I did. You people already know what's up. I'm bad news. What's that? Well, that's some kind of something. That is a candle. We've got to keep going, or we're not going to clear my 500 before we start. Honestly, with as much as these worthless little jobs are costing me, the sensible thing to do, I don't know why there's already a raging inferno there, but okay, we've got another one.
So tired.
Well, we don't have an angle for that. If we launch it from here, we're gonna waste it, and then you're all gonna hear me say the magic words.
Smell the river from here.
Okay. Clearly, this better work.
It smells terrible around here.
So we can't get in there. It tells me absolutely nothing useful about how to proceed. Now, this could potentially take us back to Stonemarket. Yes, which is not what we want to do. But it may take me back to an area of Stonemarket where there's yet more loot to be had. Loot I sorely need. And yes, indeed it does. This is the Watch Council office. Alright.
Doesn't feel safe on the streets.
Again, if you need to pause the reading, go ahead and do so.
End up a rat show if I'm not careful.
Okay.
Doesn't feel safe on the streets.
Alright, now at long last, if I keep this up, we might be able to clear 500 before we begin.
Same nightmares every
Uh-huh.
night.
Please. With what we're gonna find on the way to Erin's mill, this just might have done the trick. Okay. Oh darn, he didn't get injured. Okay, now...
Could be worse. But I don't really know how.
Let's just leave our dearly departed brother there on the street like a slab of meat. I gonna bop you. Oh, a tunnel. Let's have a look. Now, there is a plaque on that tower I have not forgotten. This could save us some time.
Have a look.
Let us go ahead and stock whatever we're going to stock here. All right, now... Alright, I will be able to recoup that. Let's just stay out of trouble. We're going to...
No refunds.
Let's just... Let's go back... Well, I don't know if we can go back up there. Let's see.
The only things under Raker's ditch are the bones of jackals like you.
Jacknulls, huh? That actually some lore continuity. I wonder if any of you who've never played Thief DS know what Jacknulls might refer to. Let us see if I can't get the plaque from this angle. I don't think I can. Tell you what. I might have thought about this ahead of time. Can we even get back up there? No, we cannot. So we're going to have to go this way again. Because this game loves to be annoying.
You again.
Yeah, I know. Alright.
Enjoy.
I am pretty OCD about having a strong loadout before
Guess
starting
what I saw going down in Blackfur
campaign
last night.
missions.
Spit it out, I'm not guessing.
Fine, fine. The Watch was trying to arrest that raven crazy Jacob.
Okay. South quarter of Venerable City District. Somebody used to live here. A real thief used to live here. Long ago, 4 to 7 centuries ago, apparently. I've heard multiple claims about how long ago it was.
There's an old mill in Riverside that Erin used to call home. I should go take a look inside.
Yes, you do that, Garrett. Again, there's stuff to do here. We're kind of going to take a pass on that for now. I do not want to expend any resources for the moment. It will leave us more to do later.
I don't like the way the commons flinch when you look at me. And I said you gotta pay up!
What you gonna do that for? You can't pay us if he's dead.
Relax. He wasn't good for it anyway. I just didn't want him to top himself before I had a chance to rough him up one last time.
I roughed you up. How about that? Let's see if you have anything on you. Piece of shit. Nope. Okay, we will again deal with this area in more detail later. Leg. Now we are getting into gang-controlled territory, and it really doesn't make any difference because they use exactly the same weapons and techniques.
There's something going on.
Did you say something?
If anyone's there, you're doing right by hiding from me.
Tell yourself that. Might as well have stocked up on that. Alright. And rusty plaque of opportunity.
Now, what do we have here?
Alright. Again, you can see how far simply stocking up on supplies set me back. We really do need to get that Troy's satchel. It's not a glamorous upgrade, but you're not well served by not having it. Yes, yes. I have no concept of how long I've even been playing for. I try to keep these episodes under an hour because it's a lot for you guys to watch, frankly. I think this, by the time you're seeing this, I'm thinking this may have been divided into 2 episodes, unfortunately. Now, there's loot down there, so let's go this way. A lot of loot down here. Almost. Almost back to my 500. Good. Alright, that's worth a quick save. Well, let's just continue to floss the sewers for loot. This, I believe, is another way in. But I think it has to be opened from the other side first. Again, this is Erin's mill, but there's kind of just this little area around it. Floss for loot carefully. Piece of junk game. Know how to mount a ladder, Garrett? Just make everything as counterintuitive as possible.
This switch is practically invisible. I should keep an eye out for these. Erin once told me she'd trapped the place to stop unwelcome visitors. I'll need to step lightly.
Yeah. You do that. Well, that's not terribly subtle. No, you don't. Okay, I see the threat. I do not need to focus necessarily. Let's try to conserve resources. Scarce resources. Okay. Good. Serves me right for being clumsy. Huh? No. Okay. I am sure there is a box where we can deactivate those somewhere around here. Here we go. Yeah. Uh-oh. What's this?
You've never been here before, have you?
Erin?
What's the matter, Garrett? Did I finally get the drop on you?
And what if you did?
How are you here? You died.
Maybe this is where the dead wait when they've got nowhere else to go. And now you're here. Are you dead, Garrett?
Boring.
Follow me to the truth. I watched you. I wanted to be you. We're so alike. But why did I even try? The world already has a Garrett.
What do you want from me?
I want you to steal a key to the truth. It's from before I left home. Before I became Erin. But you have to find it yourself. Those are the rules. Start looking. I'll tell you when you're close. You're close. A little further.
It's almost as if Erin wanted me to find something. I can't leave without checking.
These seem oddly generic and wholly out of place. So, you were a strumpet at the House of Bosoms, and you somehow, we don't know how, we never find out how, you come into possession of a keeper artifact.
What is this, and why did Erin have it?
It's a very good question, New Garrett, one we never learned the answer to. Okay, now. Before anything else stupid happens, let us get the next chapter going.
Onto the House of Blossoms. It's marked by red lights, so I find those lights, I find the brothel.
Well, that's a fine bit of detective work there, Garrett. We'll make a cop out of you yet. Elementary, dear Watson. Dear Basso. No, not tonight. I'm tired. Okay. To Venti. Alright. There we go. Raker's Ditch. The rake's progress.
Come on, ladies. 10 minutes. That's all I'm after.
You've been blacklisted from the House of Blossoms, Lord. Well, it's not Lord anymore, is it?
Blacklisted? I don't... For how long?
Till you get moneyed again, Edmund. So let's call it the rest of your life. I'm sure there's a cheap pinchcock in the alleys who'll put up with your behavior.
You're enjoying this far too much, girl.
No, Edmund. We're enjoying it just enough.
They're not gonna enjoy it in a minute. I can tell you that. Alright, I will see everybody back next time for the House of Bosoms. It's going to be a grand old time. Bring your lube. Later.